My name is Rachel McGettrick and I'm here today with Neasa Boyle and Abby Summers, and together we're going to talk you through our project, which is the STEM Passport for Inclusion. So women are underrepresented in STEM fields, which stands for science, technology, engineering and maths, and this poses a major issue in the emerging digital revolution. In the STEM gender divide, working class females are significantly less likely to participate in higher level STEM courses in Ireland or apply to STEM degree courses. Of the young women who do succeed in STEM, they are more likely to come from families or communities with the social or cultural capital to support their STEM aspirations. This is a worldwide phenomenon, but in Ireland, we can see that girls who attend DEIS schools are even less likely to pursue STEM courses at third level than any other group. So in order to meaningfully support working class girls' progression into STEM courses and careers, the STEM Passport for Inclusion project targeted key areas within the current STEM system to increase participation. The STEM Passport for Inclusion project works at these key levels of the system, which are individual, educational and structural, ensuring that the STEM systems in place are meeting the needs of the working class women. I'm now going to pass you over to Abby, who's going to detail you about the STEM Passport for Inclusion.
The STEM Passport for Inclusion was created in order to provide meaningful opportunities to underserviced girls in order to develop their STEM capital. The STEM capital can then be used to progress on to future STEM courses or careers if they wish to. It's composed of 3 elements. Microsoft and Accenture delivered a program in order to develop the girls' STEM skills. Through partnership with MU and MTU, the modules are accredited, meaning that the students will obtain a level 6 university qualification that can then be used alongside the CAO to assess the STEM courses. Group mentoring sessions were also offered, facilitated by women working in STEM employed by Microsoft and Accenture. This gives the girls the opportunity to uncover new skills and exposes them to high-achieving peer groups that they can identify with. It accumulates all STEM programs on offer across Ireland into one place, housing information of all activities in every county and region. The study used a repeated measures quantitative design, and through the use of pre-intervention quantitative data, multiple measures and scales were assessed to understand the girls' opinions on STEM. I'll now pass you over to Neasa, who will discuss the procedure and the results.
This Time 1 data consisted of 421 girls from 28 different schools across Ireland, 191 of which came from non-DEIS schools and 230 of which came from DEIS categorised schools. Students were involved in 3 elements of the STEM Passport, which were the STEM Skills Programme based in Microsoft Dreamspace and the RDI Hub respectively, where they engaged with STEM skills classes and lab days in order to develop their skills in areas such as coding and AI. They also were involved with mentoring sessions with female professionals in the field to provide and support encouragement towards the students. And finally, they were provided with a digital platform through which the young women and the mentors could access STEM education or information which is relevant to their interests or the gaps in their knowledge. The results from this research found that DEIS students were found to be less interested and less confident in studying and working in STEM in the future. Additionally, DEIS students also displayed lower utility beliefs of STEM education, more negative perceptions of their STEM abilities, and greater perceived task difficulty of STEM, wherein they believed that STEM education was much more difficult for themselves than it was for their peers, and that their abilities were much lower when it came to STEM education than it was for their peers. Finally, DEIS students also reported having lower scores on measures of STEM career interest, on measures such as I would enjoy a career in STEM in the future, and factors such as my family is interested in the science classes that I take. In conclusion, these results demonstrate the importance of considering the intersection of gender and class when attempting to address the underrepresentation of women in STEM. The findings further emphasise the influence of science capital on a child's STEM aspirations. However, by providing the opportunity to learn about STEM, students can become more confident in their abilities and increase their interest in STEM. The STEM Passport has the capability of engaging more women in STEM, both in education and the workforce, through interactive and inclusive learning. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation today. We would like to acknowledge the funding provided from the SFI, as well as the support received from our partners at Microsoft, Accenture, TeenTurn, MTU, the RDI Hub, and Maynooth University itself. Thank you.